So born and raised Edmontonian. Grew up south side most of my life, but been a downtown guy probably since 2008. Volunteered at Downtown Business Association, and that's kind of where my whole involvement with the downtown scene started. Well, we kind of knew there was a lot that needed to happen for Edmonton to be put back on the map. So when I looked at it, we're the capital city of Alberta, but we're not. So we saw it as downtown needs to improve. So we got involved in the development business, specifically condo high-rises, and that's kind of where we forayed into high-rise construction. And we felt one project wouldn't make the difference. We felt getting involved heavily on a major scale, which now has turned into 4 different projects from 124th Street all the way to 85th Street, which I consider to be downtown. I know the actual boundaries, legal boundaries may be different, but to me the whole section is downtown, and we think we can make a difference from the east to the west side to central to the river valley. So that's where we stand. I knew 124th Street always had a good reputation, but I never actually experienced it. Even born and raised, I never went often. And that's really where it started, was October, November, where I started to meet people, and it's always the entrepreneurs themselves, the owners themselves that are on the front lines. So that really intrigued me, because I'm a front lines kind of guy. And I found it interesting. You'd always meet the owners, and you got to see them doing their thing on the front lines. So High Street project was originally called High Street Urban Lofts, but for me as a Edmontonian, I always considered the whole 124th Street to be High Street, and that's kind of where we switched and went with High Street district properties to try and tie in a district feel to Edmonton. Developers, businesses, it's all connected in my mind. Residences only want to come if you have businesses. Businesses can only thrive if you have residents. Residents don't want to come downtown if you don't have entertainment. Entertainment doesn't thrive without people being downtown. So for me, it's all connected, and that's kind of what the feeling is. To that question, I've talked to some political minds that are asking what can downtown be, and they're asking developers now, how do we get people to live downtown? And you tell them people have safety concerns, people have issues around costs of living, amenities, and those sort of things. So I think they're starting to become receptive, and you're starting to see city council for sure, and even on the provincial level, trying to focus on Edmonton downtown. So I mean, Pearl alone is going to be the most unique project the city has seen, and that's what we hope it sets a precedence for going forward. So there we've come down to about 130 units, and between High Street being 88 units and 130 units, it brings a large crowd to this 124th Street. And that's where the High Street District Properties idea came in. It allows us to say, we're not just a one-off project, we're actually connecting one side of the street to the other side where we believe it can extend. And just in talking to the businesses around the area with the consultants visiting them, I think the reaction's been positive, and they see the value of working together. And that was huge for these 2 projects, was tying in to the neighborhood. Developers don't necessarily focus on that often, but these 2 projects it's been really well working alongside the businesses, and just having that cross relationship between everyone involved to make this a district, which is what it would take, is efforts on everybody's part, and that's how I think we get there.